We're going to take another look at the Cleveland Browns practice and get another look at Quinshon Judkins as we got more clips rolling in from Thursday's practice. We're going to see what he's doing out there on the field and what he looks like before his first ever game against the Ravens here in week 2. Before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're looking at what your players are doing behind the scenes at practice. We're prospecting out for fantasy football, helping you set your lineups, pick up guys off the waiver wire, and win your leagues. Click that button. Stop missing out. We're looking at Quinshon Judkins today. 7 minutes and 21 seconds of just practice. Watching him, the other running backs. We're going to talk some ball. We're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about this situation. But there he is. There he is. Getting loosened and limbered up. We got some new stuff here. And Judkins coming back to this team is huge. Huge. Like I expect a ramp-up period. I do not expect him to get all the work. It could happen. But I do not expect it because we haven't really practiced since May with the team. We know he's a stud prospect. We know this is a first-round caliber running back that they got early in the second round. And they've done this before with a guy named Nick Chubb. And this is a running back that killed it in the SEC and Big Ten, which is very rare to do. And it's very hard to do. Something you don't normally see every day is a running back that are just crushing the top programs in college football day in and day out. And then kills it at Indianapolis at the Combine. Over 220 pounds. 4.41, 4.42, 40-yard dash. 92nd percentile size adjusted speed score when you put it all together. That's what matters the most. Burst score solid, pushing 100%. This is a running back prospect that has the production metrics, the athletic metrics, and then you check the boxes with the tape. It's all there. And you're thinking about Jerome Ford. You're thinking about Dylan Sampson. Jerome Ford's good. He's a good running back. He can hold it down for most NFL teams for a bit. Like, there's nothing bad about him. And then also there's another running back I see there that I want to talk about, so stick with me. Nothing really bad about Jerome Ford. It's just, he's not a Quinshon Judkins. Now, Dylan Sampson. We've been talking about him a lot. Dylan Sampson, Quinshon Judkins. I like to call those two guys the Bash Bros from Mighty Ducks. I think for years to come, you're going to see those two running backs just take over this backfield, and both of them are going to be a big thing for the Browns. They got to figure out the quarterback situation for the long term. They got to figure that out. They're sitting on a lot of talent here at running back. They got a nasty defense. They need to be able to make those tough plays, like those couple tough plays through the air. And this could be a sneaky team in the future as we watch these two rookie running backs acclimate. So Jerome Ford, I said it's a good running back. But that 35 right there, Rocket Sanders, good, solid running back. One time he was one of the top running backs in all college football at Arkansas. We were watching him play. We were talking about him like crazy. At one time, he was one of the top running backs in all college football. Him as the RB3, RB4, whatever they're trying to do here, that is a nasty running back. Chargers fans will come to the comment section and say that. He looked good with the Chargers. He missed the first set of practices. He was out. He was out with a little injury. He came back. He looked good with the Chargers. They just couldn't keep him. They have Najee and Merritt Hampton and some veteran running backs. They're just too blessed at running back. They got to figure out how to keep Rocket Sanders. They got to figure that out. And then Jerome Ford. I don't know what they're going to do with him. There's some teams in need of a running back, a la the Washington Commanders, once they get Quinshon Judkins acclimated. But they got to keep Rocket Sanders. So what I'm expecting out of Quinshon Judkins this year, odds are saying that he's going to need some sort of ramp up. If you look at what Jahmyr Gibbs did during his rookie season, there was like 3, 4, 5 games where it was like, okay, he's on the field, he's doing some things, but we're wanting more. And then it was like week 7 or so, he blasts off. It could be something like that here. We're missing a whole training camp. We're back with the team. But this is a prospect with a ton of upside. Like, upside as in he should have been drafted in the first round. Any other year, he's the first running back drafted. You put him in that 2024 running back class. Jonathan Brooks, the first running back drafted, he smokes that class. He smokes it. He kills that class. He's easily the first running back selected. This is a running back that's going to be a cornerstone piece to this team. Then you got Dylan Sampson there. Dylan Sampson should have been drafted in the second round, latest third round, not fourth round. He was banged up in the offseason. He got hurt against Ohio State with a hamstring. Couldn't work out. When he did not test to his athleticism. He just had to throw something out there. How do we know that? Ran a 10.48 100 in high school. You look at the tape, we're hitting 20-plus miles an hour multiple times throughout his collegiate career at Tennessee. One of the most decorated running backs to ever come out of Tennessee. Very productive. I think he's a great fit with Quinshon Judkins. If I'm a Browns fan, I'm very excited. Now, you probably picked up Quinshon Judkins because you watched many of my videos talking about him. You're wondering what to do in fantasy football. You got a stash right now. You got to pay attention. You cannot get rid of him if he doesn't get many touches this weekend. Like, if he only touches it like 5 times and he only gets a handful of yards, you can't look the other way. You got to stash for a few weeks. You might be holding for a month and then all of a sudden blast off. This is a running back that you do not usually get at this price. Waiver wire, one of your last picks in your draft, you just don't. RJ Harvey, Trevion Henderson, 4th round, 5th round, 6th round, depending on your league format. And you're catching Judkins, who was going around their range of the draft on Underdog Fantasy back in June. On the waiver wire. Free, last pick of drafts. Guys in my comment section are picking them up. You got to hold them. You got to hold them. And you got to hold strong, my friend. You got to hold strong. It's very rare you catch a talent like this. That's a rookie at this price. And it's just rare. Even if he does nothing for weeks. Like, you got to figure out how to hold him. This is a very rare situation. A very rare situation for fantasy football. You don't see first-round caliber running backs sitting there for free, no matter how you got him. Now you're thinking about Ja'Cory Crosskey-Merritt and his buzz in the offseason. Ja'Cory Crosskey-Merritt does not hold a candle to Quinshon Judkins. You saw the buzz. You saw how quickly everybody ran to him in fantasy football. Now you look at this guy right here. It's been quiet. You know it's the Browns. The Browns are going to be in a lot of rocky matchups. They also got a defense that can make these matchups rocky for the other team. We saw that last week with the Bengals. We saw that. And it could be rocky with the Ravens. That 11.5 spread, which used to be 10.5 earlier this week, it could be tighter. It could be tighter. Like, that's one thing. It could be tighter. Quinshon Judkins, though, he's looking to do some big things. I'm looking for him to do some big things. This is a running back that could easily be a top 10 running back in the league by the end of the season next year. Give him some time to ramp up. Give him some time to season. But Judkins is here. He is back. He is looking good. He is looking smooth. He is ready to rock and roll for the Cleveland Browns. I look for him. Just need a little ramp-up period. And then eventually he's going to be getting his opportunity. I think he's going to be looking solid, actually. I think he's going to be looking solid. I think by the time we get to the back half of the season, he's going to be rocking and rolling. And fantasy football, you better be holding him very strong. Not letting him loose. Because Judkins is here. Talking about a guy that instantly, as a freshman at Ole Miss, took over. Beat out a 5-star who was a veteran. A decorated 5-star everybody was paying attention to for the draft. Told him to just sit down. It was his team. 1,500 yards, 16 touchdowns the next year. Almost 1,500 yards again. 15 touchdowns. And then goes to Ohio State, shares the backfield. And you see the numbers dip, but also less tread on the tires. So he's ready to rock and roll. Less tread on the tires, and he murks. Puts up big numbers against some of the top teams in the Big Ten. So top teams in the SEC and the Big Ten just got beat up by Quinshon Judkins. Now we're with the Browns. He's also proved that he can go from high school to college, transition quickly to the next level. he can probably prove that now, college to the NFL. He also proved he can go from Ole Miss to Ohio State and become a big deal in the offense rather quickly. So we got odds that we can go from Ohio State and Ole Miss to the Cleveland Browns and become a big factor rather quickly. Just give him some time. Be patient. There's a lot of good indicators here. He road dog like all the top teams that he faced, from Oregon to Alabama to Arkansas to Penn State, many more. This is a good running back prospect. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.